Hello, and welcome to another episode of Crossword Radio. This is your enigmatic host, The Brain, and today is Sunday, November 13th, 2022. We're doing the New Yorker cryptic, as we do every Sunday, and today's is by Stella Zawitowski. Our preview clue, unfortunately, I don't know the answer to. Builds up a coast by the sound of it. So it's a homophone of a coast, and it means builds or builds up. Up a coast? Not sure. Anyway, ashores builds up. Yeah, ashore someone? Does that mean build up? Anyway, let's get into the puzzle. Okay, so our first clue is old car reversing makes sounds in a field. Old could be O, and then a reversal of car, or all of that reversed. Old, then a three-letter word for car. It's not just car, is it? Doesn't sing those sounds in a field. Also sounds like it should be plural. Yeah, I'm not sure. Daquan endlessly makes water. Am I supposed to know someone named Daquan? Take the last letter off and we get a word that means water. Come back to that one. Beebs, losing self, gets all mixed up and retreats. Ebbs. Beebs, you take that straight. Losing self means remove the I, and then anagram it, and you get ebbs, which is retreats. European running back follows after a couple of seconds. A European, a Slav, or maybe a Serb. European running back follows after a couple of seconds. A couple of seconds could be two S's. European. Swiss? Not sure. Smooth bottom of Raphael's painting stand is an easel. Smooth is ease. Bottom of Raphael's L. Painting stand easel. Bit of censorship in horrible episode. It's bleep. It's a hidden. And horrible episode. So still don't know about that one. Cleveland's airport has awesome baby furniture. Interesting. It's baby furniture. Is a crib, bassinet, stroller. I also don't know Cleveland's airport, which is not going to help. Okay. How about this maybe? I have some crossings here. Pop Stars Double IPA. Dua Lipa. Have I heard of a pop star named Dua Lipa? Double could be dual, and IPA is just straight. I think I might have. Let's see if we can confirm at least the IPA part with this A. Battery parts could be anodes. Battery parts found after turning Arizona town upside down. Sedona, Arizona. There you go. Sedona, Arizona reversed gives you anodes. Played with the bow in guitar concerto. Yeah, arco is a musical phrase meaning as opposed to pizzicato. Pizzicato means plucked. Arco means played with the bow. And that's just another hidden in guitar concerto. Remove the bottom of stringed instrument compartment. So cell. A stringed instrument is a cello. You remove the bottom, as in the last letter, and you get a compartment, which is a cell. More like stunning drag queen's retro record after raging fire. Interesting. Retro record. I think the definition might be more like a stunning drag queen. Retro record could be like that. Fiercer? Okay. Yeah, anagram of fire, raging fire. And after that is a retro record, or record in this case. Record can be abbreviated to REC, like you might see on your remote or on a VCR or something like that. Addresses, first of all, ugly rumors, lies, slanders. So addresses, rather. But anyway, it's URLs is the definition. The first letters of ugly rumors, lies, and slanders. And get addresses, really, which are URLs. The surface is wanting you to read that as addresses. Okay. How about this one? Came up and browsed the web. Oops. Taking in current victory. Came up. Rose and browsed the web. Surfed. Surfaced? Okay. Yeah. Browse the web is surfed. Taking in current variety is AC, alternating current, as opposed to DC, direct current. Okay. Pay attention. Volkswagen model is missing 2 articles. Yeah, this is psst. Just pay attention. Like, look over here. Volkswagen model is a Passat. P-A-S-S-A-T. And you take the 2 articles out of it, the indefinite article A, you remove the 2 A's, and you get Passat. Or you get pst. Okay. A sign of sadness level in conversation, yeah. A tear is a sign of sadness. A level is a tear. Like that in conversation means it's a homophone. So homophone of tear, T-I-E-R, gives us T-E-A-R. Remember that in cryptics, the definition always has to be at either the beginning or the end. So in conversation is our homophone indicator. Level is in the middle, so that one can't be the definition. Just a moment. Okay. Sorry, I had to move my cat off of the way. Septet interfered with Florida City briefly. Interesting. This is a famous septet, group of 7. Interfered. Could be an anagram of septet. St. Pete. There's a St. Petersburg, Florida. I guess they call it St. Pete. Okay, yeah, anagram of septet. Interfered is our anagram indicator there. Way right out east. Ooh, interesting. Way root. Yeah. Right R, out is just out. East is E. And we get root, which is a way. Not so daring could be safer. Proust's Fifth, in search of lost time. Yeah, so Proust's Fifth is the 5th letter of the word Proust, which is S. And then if you are in search of something, you are after it. And lost time means remove the T from in search of, which is after, and you get affer, and the whole thing makes safer. There we go. Reddens in confusion somewhere in Germany. Reddens in confusion. Anagram of reddens. Dresden is a town in Germany. There you go. There's a series of novels, fantasy novels, I think, called the Dresden Files. And then also, of course, Dresden was a town bombed. I think it was bombed heavily. I think so. He turned up in striking look. Okay, he turned up sounds like a reversal of he in a word that means striking. And the whole thing is going to mean a look. Not quite sure. How about this one here? All right, of course. This is our preview clue that I didn't get. Builds up a coast by the sound of it. So it's a homophone of a coast. All I can think of that is sure. Builds up. It certainly looks like it's going to end in S. Builds up. I don't know. How about this one? Propellers fly high, front to back. Yeah, propellers could be oars. Yeah. To fly high is to soar. S-O-A-R. And you take the front, you take the S and you move it to the back, front to back, and you get oars, which are indeed propellers of boats. Builds up a cruise, a coast. Okay, so to coast, not as in a coastline, but to coast as in like coast on your bicycle when you're not pedaling, you're just coasting, you're cruising. So a cruise, a cruise. There we go. He, well, not too many places. Striking. Look, behold. Okay, something is striking, it is bold. So yes, a reversal of he inside of bold, and we get behold, which means to look. Okay, a Saab is an old car, right? Old because they don't make them anymore. But you take a Saab, you reverse it, you get Boz, which are sounds in a field. So it makes water aqua, I guess. Oh, okay, this is just, it's essentially a hidden. But you take off the ends of the name Daquan. You take off the D and the N, and you get aqua. Awesome baby furniture. Cradle. As awesome as rad. So Cleveland's airport must be CLE. Most international airports, or all international airports, perhaps have a 3-letter code to refer to them, like LAX or LGA. So Cleveland's must be CLE. And inside of that you put rad, which is a word that means awesome. And you get a cradle, which is a baby furniture. Okay, almost done here. This does look like Serb. Running back follows. Okay, it is Serb, and I do understand it finally. A running back in football, that's a position, and that can be abbreviated to RB, I think. So, RB follows after, so comes after a couple of seconds, tells you a couple of letters from the word seconds, which are SE. Pretty much in cryptics, anytime the clue is just supposed to say, oh, a bit of something, or some of, or, if it's just telling you one letter from this word, it's always going to be the first letter, or the first 2 letters, the first 3 letters, or whatever. It's always starting from the beginning, pretty much. And not just some letter randomly in the middle. So, a couple of letters, as in the first 2 letters from the word seconds, gives you SE, and then RB follows that. So this is a huckster, it looks like. He has a peddler. Anagram of he struck, mistakenly, is our anagram indicator. Alrighty. So that was the New Yorker crossword from November 13th. Let's briefly go over all the answers and their explanations one last time. So Boz are sounds in a field. An old car reversing tells you sob, and reverse that. Ebbs is retreats. This is an anagram of Beebs after it has lost itself, as in remove the I. And then mixed up is an anagram indicator, pretty obvious one there. Cradle is baby furniture. Cleveland's airport is CLE, and that has, as in contains, awesome, which is rad. A huckster is a peddler, and it's an anagram of he struck, and mistakenly is our anagram indicator there. Perhaps a little bit of a less obvious anagram indicator. Oars are propellers. To fly high is to soar, and front to back means take the first letter and move it to the end. Dua Lipa is a pop star, and that is double is dual, D-U-A-L, and IPA is just straight. Dresden is somewhere in Germany, and that is an anagram of reddens. In confusion is our anagram indicator in this case. Another fairly obvious anagram indicator. Arco means played with the bow. Now that's a musical phrase, as opposed to pizzicato, which is plucked, and that is hidden in guitar concerto. Surfaced is came up. Browse the web is surfed. Taking in means contains. Current variety, which is AC, as opposed to DC current. AC current. St. Pete is a Florida city briefly. That's an anagram of septet. Interfered is our anagram indicator. Probably a less obvious anagram indicator for that one, a little bit more difficult. Tear is a sign of sadness, and that is a homophone of level, which is tier, T-I-E-R. In conversation is our homophone indicator. URLs are addresses, and that is the first letters of ugly rumors, lies, slanders. Behold is look. He turned up means reverse he inside of bold, which is striking. Aqua is daquan if you take off the first and the last letters. A cruise is builds up. A coast, to coast is to cruise. By the sound of it means homophone. Easel is a painting stand. Smooth is ease, and the bottom of Raphael is L. Bleep is a bit of censorship, and that is hidden in horrible episode. A Serb is a European. A running back is an RB, and that follows after a couple of letters of the word seconds. Fiercer is more like a stunning drag queen. Retro record means reverse record. That is coming after raging fire, which is an anagram of fire. Anodes are battery parts, and that is a reversal of the Arizona town Sedona. A route is away. Right is R, out is just straight, and east is E. Safer is not so daring. Proust's fifth is S. That's the fifth letter of the word Proust. If you are in search of something, you're after it, and after loses time, as in removes the T. Psst is pay attention. A Volkswagen model is a Passat without the A's, which are the articles. A cell is a compartment, and you remove the bottom, as in the last letter of a stringed instrument, which is a cello. And there we go. All right, that'll do it for the brain. Until next time, stay safe out there. Bye.